Hi, I'm Candy Spangler, and this is a first in a series called GS Trophy Prep. I'm creating in advance of the Women's GS Trophy Workshop that's coming up in June of 2023. But really, these videos can help anyone. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm a two-time GS Trophy qualifier participant, having won first and second places in both 19 and 21, and also the U.S. Women's team member. So this first prep video that I'm creating is how to get signed up for the GS Trophy. Information is a little tough to come by, and it was for me when I first got interested in the GS Trophy back in 2018, but I had a lot of friends that were involved in the past, so I had a bit of an advantage, so I thought I would share that with you. So the first thing you want to know about getting signed up for the GS Trophy is to keep an eye on the BMW Motorrad website. This is your source for all information pertaining to the GS Trophy for all of the countries. So when they announce when the GS Trophy qualifiers are going to be in the US, it will be on that website. Another source of information that you can rely on is Sean Thomas on social media. He usually does this announcement, so if you want to be the first to know, be sure to follow Sean. All right, so each year, the rules change just a little bit. So you're going to want to keep an eye on that website to see what the rules are. Generally speaking, and in the past, there's been a couple rules that I'll make you aware of. One is you have to own a GS motorcycle, BMW GS motorcycle, to participate in the trophy. And in past years, you needed to use that bike for the first day of the qualifier, which means you're probably going to be riding or trailering your bike to a qualifier, wherever that is in the US. The second rule that could apply to some of you is you can't be considered a pro rider. I am definitely not a pro rider, but for those of you that are thinking about competing in the GS Trophy in years past, you can compete, but you can't get a spot on the trophy team. So just keep an eye on that. The rules might change this year. And then a little note about where the qualifiers are going to be. So in 2017, there were actually 3 qualifiers. There was one in California at Rawhide Adventures, one in South Carolina at the BMW Performance Center, and there was one in Oklahoma as well. In 2019, however, there was one qualifier, and it was out in California. In 2021, we were back to 2, one in California, one in South Carolina. So this is important to note because we're not sure, how many locations the trophy qualifier is going to be here in the US this year. So a note about that in the rules is you can only take the scores from your first qualifier. So if you're thinking, hey, there's 3, I'll go to all 3 and score on the last one and get this competitive advantage. Typically in the past, you have not been able to do that. They'll take your first score, even if you did compete in all of them. And then the last thing is you can expect to pay between $300 and $400 to participate in the GS Trophy qualifier. This is what it's been in the past. It might change this year. But as part of that, you get to compete for 2 to 3 days. You usually get a t-shirt or a jersey, and a lot of times food is included as well. So the qualifier, like I said, is going to be between 2 to 3 days. The first days are going to be on your motorcycle. And then on the last day for the finals, you're likely going to be on a brand new BMW GS motorcycle, the model that they've chosen for the GS Trophy of that year. So for this year, 2023, they haven't announced the bike yet. But they will be announcing that soon, and that's what you can expect to ride on that last day for the finals. So whether you're looking to, really put your skills to the test and go all the way, or you're just interested in trying out for the first time, the thing is you're going to have a fantastic experience. You're going to meet some amazing people and have a great time. And if you're a woman looking to compete in the GS Trophy, or if you're just interested in learning what it's about before you show up at this competition, which can be pretty intimidating, I'm inviting you out to the Women's GS Trophy Workshop out at Austin Moto Adventures on June 15 through 17. You can find some information on my website at 𝐏𝐑𝐄𝐏𝐑𝐄.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the GS Trophy Qualifiers.